Hey everyone, Camden here with the Ranking Ball preview show for February 21st, 2019. NBA is back. I hope everyone is happy about that. Past couple of days, I was trying to do a League of Legends uh, uh, kind of game kind of preview, trying to showing everybody how to play League of Legends on Ranking Ball. But like I said, we've had audio issues, and so that kind of didn't really come to fruition. And sorry about the background noise if you haven't heard it. We're still having some audio issues going on where the microphone is picking everything up, and it just wasn't recording on the stream, but. So if you hear any background noise, sorry about that. Where I know I'm still in the office, and we'll try to fix it later in post production. So just want to welcome everyone back. Welcome to the Ranking Ball preview show. It's been a long time, and let's get going. Ba-ba-ba-bum. All right, so we got some stuff. We got the Milwaukee NBA standings. Here are your standings for the Eastern Conference, and here are standings for the Western Conference. Top three: Bucks, Raptors, Pacers. Still amazing, I mean, Pacers still doing good, even though they're missing Victor Oladipo. Bucks coming off, Giannis Antetokounmpo's team lost that lost to LeBron James in the All Star game. But I don't think it's really gonna, it doesn't really matter and affect anything else. Yeah, so here's your standings for the East and the West. So everything's still looking the same since the end of the All Star break. Nothing too crazy going on with the standings. LeBron. What we'll see here. We got the Clippers and the Kings and the Lakers. It's gonna be a really interesting kind of down here. Really interesting to see how these three teams are going to be playing it out, duking it out for the playoff spots for the number 8 playoff spot. I think LeBron James just came out and said, he's going to start putting a lot more energy into making that playoff push. He says that it's going to come a little early, probably because his team doesn't really look that good this year. Doesn't have a good core team that he has, and so he's looking forward to pushing it, giving 100, 30%. We all know what LeBron James can do on the court, so he's going to be pushing it. He's going to be going a lot more effort, a lot more energy going into the future. Here are matches for tonight. We got Suns at the Cavs, Heat at Lakers, Blazers at the Nets, Celtics at the Bucks, Kings at Warriors, and Rockets at the Lakers. A lot of good matches coming up. Also cool. Yeah. So like I said before, I was working a little bit on some kind of League of Legends standings because we do have League of Legends on Ranking Ball. Gonna go forward. We do have 4 different leagues. We got the LCK, LCS, LPL, and LEC. But you'll notice I'll have to make a separate video talking about League of Legends on Ranking Ball. So I'll try to get that done in the future for you guys. Here's top rankings for the LCK. Griffin, Sandbox, Telecom. So we got Sandbox, the newbies in the team, the newbies in the LCK, skyrocketing all the way up there, doing pretty well for themselves. The crowd favorite, SK, is 3rd place. They just beat KT the other day. Oh, I should have replaced this. Anyways, so Rick's are up here and KT's down there. That's the way it goes. Mistakes happen. Sorry about that. Here, LCS, North American leagues going up. Doing pretty good. Stuff's going over there. Here's LPL. LPL is a lot. 16 teams. That's a lot. So they recently has a couple of games going on. The LCS will have some games going this weekend. LCK has got LCK in the LPL have here's scores from yesterday from the from League of Legends, LPL, LCK. You see that Griffin beat Genji, and then the war of the telecoms, the Korean telecoms, SKT won that much. Team WA beat OMG, and Victory 5 beat Vici. Here's your upcoming matches for tonight. We got a match in 2. We've already got a match right now in the LCK, Green Wings versus Kingzone. At 6, you got LPL Invictus at the Shino Dragon. And at 8 p.m. tonight, both leagues, SN Gaming versus Edward, and then Africa Freaks versus Sandbox. Sporting news. We all know Team LeBron beats Team Giannis in 2019 NBA Star Game. Kevin Durant won MVP All Star Game. There wasn't too much. Everyone was just kind of scrapping for news over the past couple of days because there was nothing to watch in NBA. Nothing else going on, so people are kind of a little bit more focused on some MLB news, P's and C's for reporting. But now everybody else, all teams are showing up for the thing. They're getting ready for the spring league, so it should be fun for all the baseball fans. Madison Square Garden denies that Knicks owner James Dolan trying to sell the team. The Knicks are in a mess this year. Everyone's hopeful that Kevin Durant is going to be coming to the Knicks next year. A lot of people think that they're just tanking to get Zion Williams. And, if you watch, did you guys watch the UNC Duke game today? Zion Williamson, in the first minute, he broke his shoe and had to hurt his knee. They said that the knee injury isn't too bad. It shouldn't affect him going on later today, going into the future. But it's kind of scary to see. He is definitely banking on his draft. Being the number 1 draft pick. And so, what does this mean for him? Does that mean that he's going to be just not playing anymore during the season? Is he going to have the doctors call him, say that he can't play anymore for the rest of the season? That way he's protected. He's protecting his health for the number 1 overall draft pick. We'll have to see going on in the future. And Nike commented that this was kind of like a freak accident with the shoe. The shoe, literally his foot broke the shoe. His foot came busted out of the shoe. I've never seen anything like that before. Crazy stuff. James Harden came out talking about his winning streak, saying that it's kind of due to necessity compared to, the team. Due to necessity because the team's injuries aren't that well. There's a lot of injuries going on in the team, so he says that he has to take the ball. He has to, score all these points by himself because there's nobody else on his team to. It sounds like selfish. So a lot of people are kind of sick and tired of James Harden. I haven't really watched James Harden that much play, but everybody doesn't really like just one player taking the ball, having control of it, and not passing it. So let me know how you feel about it. Joel Embiid reported that he's going to be out for a week with a sore knee. So some fantasy news there. So don't be picking out Joel Embiid for the next week. Let's take a look out for that. In MLB, Miguel Cabrera back up to the plate, playing against pitchers for the first time since he ruptured his tendon in his left bicep last June. So he's back. Spring training. MLB people, baseball people are going. Should be happy. Tigers should be happy. Brewers third baseman Mike Moustakas signed a 1-year, $10 million contract with a mutual option for a second year. Brewers are happy, and then the Padres landed the big fish, the whale. Manny Machado reaches a 10-year deal with the Padres for $300 million. Beats Giancarlo Stanton's contract, which was $325 million for 13 years, I believe. But still out there is Bryce Harper. He still hasn't signed anyone yet. The Phillies are the top team in the rumors that to be picking up Bryce Harper. We'll see if people want to pay him that much money. NFL. After meeting with the Steelers owner, wide receiver Antonio Brown was able to come to an agreement to be traded from the team. So we all know he tweeted something other day last week saying that it's been real with the fans of the Steelers, but he's not really happy there. He wants to leave, so they agreed he's gonna be gone. But some of the terms that came to him is that he's not allowed to speak to another teams at the moment, and we'll have to see what team he will be traded to in the future. Just let me know, where do you think Antonio Brown is gonna be headed later on? Esports. Damwon Gaming signed top laner Lee Flame Oh-jong. He was previously playing in LCS with the Immortals and FlyQuest. Should be good for Damwon Gaming. Overwatch released a new map called Paris, an assault map where just one. So if you're not familiar with Overwatch, this map is where you have an attack team, defense team. Attack team tries to control 2 points, point A, point B, in session. Point A first, then point B. So if you've played it, I played a little bit of it. It's a really big map compared to Anubis in Overwatch, and so pretty big. People are still getting used to it. Let me. What do you think about this new map? RankingBall came out with some news. Monetary policy is going to be changing starting March 7th. I'm going to link the information to our forum in the bio. That way you know what's going on with RankingBall Gold, with cash, and with our voucher program. So that way you're all caught up. Just kind of a quick review is that the RankingBall Gold is going to be only on the website only, same as cash. And then each platform, web, Apple OS, Android OS, are going to have different vouchers. So they're going to have different kind of vouchers. Web has its own name called just bonus gold, and then Apple has the Apple iOS, the RankingBall tickets. Android has RankingBall tickets, but those are two separate platforms. There's iOS tickets and Android tickets. So I'll put some more information in the bio for you for more information. Withdrawals now going to be processed every Thursday, starting each week, starting today. So if you have RBG in your account and you want to withdraw it, you have to, when you request it, it's going to be processed every Thursday. So make sure to do it. So please note that going on in the future, that if you feel like it's taking too long, the new policy is that every Thursday it will be processed and sent to you. All right, here's today's feature match. We got the Celtics at the Bucks, 8 p.m. Korean Standard Time. Okay, it's EST. Sorry about that. A little messed up. But it's 8 p.m. EST, not KST. Here in injuries, Gordon Hayward is questionable for tonight's game. Could be in, could be out. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Aaron Bynes, Kyrie Irving are out for today. Antetokounmpo is probable. He has a sore left knee. Just a knee. He has a sore knee. Not really sure which one. And he's going to be probable tonight, so he'll probably play. He had plenty of time to kind of rest it after the All-Star break. He was practicing and stuff. Dante, I'm going to mess his name up. DiVincenzo? Okay, he's out for today. Here, previous game starters, you had when the Celtics faced Pistons, you had Morris, Hayward, Tatum, Horford, and Smart. When the Bucks played the Pacers, you had Antetokounmpo, Middleton, Lopez, Bledsoe, and Bogdan. Same lineup. I expect it to be the same. Hayward is probable, but he'll probably be playing. He injured He injured himself in practice. So check out for the lineups closer to game time to see if Hayward is going to be playing that game. All right, here's my winning 16. Here, I think you should be picking for tonight's matchup. Obviously, not finalized with Gordon Hayward in the mix. Not really sure if he's going to be playing tonight. But as things look now, Gordon Hayward is going up. You might notice some new stats going up right now. So, like I said, we're trying to get better every single time. I'm adding in here minutes, average FP. So that's how many fantasy points. These are things that you will see regularly on the RankingBall website. You can see the average of FP per player. But some new stats we got going up right now. It's not out to the public yet, but we have fantasy points per 48 minutes, means like per game, and then minutes FP divided by how many minutes that person is playing. So pretty much you have FP divided by how many minutes they're playing, and 48 is the average FP divided by 48. So that's how many points through an average match they're getting within that match. Like, so how many minutes does it take for them to get one, like 1 point? So how many minutes does it take for that person to get one fantasy point? You notice here, like, a lot of your superstars, like Giannis, is getting a point a minute, right? So, and then he's getting a point a minute. Some other players averaging, 0.61. So you gotta wait 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes for these players to get up points. So these are all some new stats that could be going in and going to be helping you learn how to play ranking ball. It's gonna better you. It's gonna get you, rise the ranks, as I like to say, be able to beat out the competition. So hopefully this information helps you succeed a little bit more. But it's not out. This information is not made out to everybody. You can't. These tools aren't out there yet. They're still within the Ranking Ball server internally. So we'll try to work on it. We'll try to work on getting these tools out to you later in the future. All right, some key takeaways. Here's some advanced stats for you guys. You can pause the video, check it out, look it up, make some comparisons for yourself. Within the last 5 games, Celtics are 3-2, Bucks 4-1. It's even across the whole board, man. Like, everything is so even between the Celtics and the Bucks in the past 5 games. So they're average. I mean, this game is gonna be a toss up between who's gonna be winning. Obviously, there's no Irving, there's no, Gordon Hayward might be out, but compared to last year, a lot of people pointing out, when when Hayward and Irving weren't even there, they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. So some people are saying that even though, like, those two people, like, if they're not playing that well, they might be doing better without them. So we'll have to see. These stats aren't lying. Kyrie Irving's been out for a little while, and Gordon Hayward hasn't been, super stellar since being back. So these stats are kind of reflective of kind of like last year. The only thing you kind of stands out is that, I mean, the Bucks are taking more threes, just by 3, 3 more attempts than the Celtics are. So it's gonna be a super even game. So that means that my final say on it is that both teams are very similar. Past 5 games, Bucks slight advantage. To the injuries that they're facing, I mean, what I mean is, like, Bucks are slight advantage because the Celtics are injured, and so the Bucks are relatively more healthy than the Celtics are. So take advantage of that. You're just going to see other players, you're going to see different faces getting more points going on into the future within this game. And then Irving out makes it hard to compare against Giannis. You're not gonna have there's no superstar versus superstar within this game, right? So I mean, here's the same things I got. So this is the final score bingo card that I'm going with. This is my final layout, and I'm gonna be going with tonight. So what I notice is that, like, what I'm trying to do here is get as many fantasy points as possible without interruptions. So I'm going to, this is obviously a good line. This is the best line that you want. And so I'm going to be getting, players who constantly be getting points every single time they're going out. So you see, like, Giannis and Bledsoe. These 2 players are, they're averaging, even though this is a huge difference, almost by half. I mean, if Kyrie was out there, you put Giannis, and then you would put Irving here. But that's not the case. So you want to try to even out the points as much as possible, so that that they're getting, they're hitting the line at the same time. So you want your lines to hit at the same time, and you don't want disruptions. So that's why I'm putting Snell and Thesis here, because they're not scoring. They're scoring points almost every 5 minutes. They're gonna be scoring points between 5 and 4 minutes. Between every 5 and 4 minutes, they're gonna be scoring a point. So I can get this going off almost every 2 minutes, doubling it before this line would go off. So I like my odds of this going off compared to this line going off. So I want this to go on, and I don't some kind of any interruptions going on the sides messing with it. So this is what I'm gonna be looking at it going forward. trying to get players who work together, who are getting fantasy points, FP per 48, per the game. So that's the way I'm going to be looking at this match going on in the future using these new stats that we have. Final note is that Hayward's out, so if Hayward does go out, even though he's like a top here, was it Kate Middleton is third here, 1.1, but the top two, 6.1 here, yeah. Trying to get players who are matching kind of right here, 4.8, 4.8, 4.8, and 0.55. That's why I put it this line here, because they're all matching together. They're going to be scoring points at around the same time of each other. So if Hayward goes out, I'll replace it with somebody else. I'll have to do some adjustments later. So that's it, guys. I want to just hope everyone enjoys and the NBA coming back. Let me know if you want some more League of Legends news, some more League of Legends videos out there, so we can try to make it and try to bring it out to you. So have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Telegram, and everywhere else on social media. See you later. Bye.